Was that on-air button always there?
Nope.
Oh, that's useful, isn't it?
What on air button?
On the Ninja webpage.
Top of the middle.
I don't know what you're looking at, but hey.
Well, we're on air.
Hello.
I know you want an introduction. I just feel so incredibly cheesy. Like, hello, welcome to Bonus Action Heroes. I'm your DM, Veronica, and joining us today are...
That was pretty good.
That is pretty good. I do realise I've got to change the Twitch thing. See, it's been so long since we did this, I've forgotten what all the buttons do. So I just need to change the titles.
It has been a very, very long time since we've done Strahd as well.
It does feel like it. It's probably not as long as it feels like.
It's been, when I changed the group chat today, it's been over a month.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, tell me off.
You're right.
To be fair, 2 weekends of that is seeing you guys, like, in real life.
I think it's a fine excuse, to be fair. I think that's absolutely fine. Right, let's just change the title. So this is not Icewind Dale. This is Curse of Strahd. What should we call it? Misery Loves Company.
What might happen in today's episode? Something about Graham.
Yeah. Graham the Imp. Yep. So I've called it Misery Loves Company. It's all very gloomy with Graham the Imp.
Very
I mean,
long
if that's not clickbait, I don't know what is.
What happened last time?
That is a good question.
You'd think me, of all people, would take notes.
I wasn't even here for all of it.
Only for the end of it.
The last bit, wasn't it?
You...
It feels like I missed an entire session because the way you described what happened after I'd gone, it was like, was I even playing that game?
We saved the kid, and then
Everything.
we got in shit with the Burgomaster, and then we took her back to the Vistani camp. And then we were investigating a carpet as a possible reward and met Graham.
Yeah, now we've got Graham.
Okay.
Where's Graham? Let's show him to all of the not viewers. Does anyone want control over Graham, by the way?
Alessandra win him over. I'd say Hazel's the one to have
I was
control.
thinking Hazel.
I've already got a crow to keep in.
Yeah.
I've gone with that image.
I will mess it up. We know that. Secondly, it's just going to end up being role play between Alessandra and Graham at this rate.
Oh no, I'll do Graham. Just if you need to treat him sort of like a familiar, but he can die and not come back.
And he can not like you.
How many hit points has he got?
Let's give you control over him and can find out.
I'm not okay with this. He can't die. He's my absence replacement.
You'll therapy him.
Yeah.
I mean, I want a familiar in all of our games, and yet this is the one where you have a flying cat that's actually a genie, a crow, and an imp, but that's fine.
A dancing crow.
I love the fact, as I've gone to open Graham, I've also got access to Boaty.
Boaty McBoatface.
Oh yeah, Boaty was the boats in the
lake. I
lake.
could probably delete Boaty now, couldn't I?
He's really the big bad. Waiting to come back. They both sank anyway, didn't they?
Yeah.
He did. Deaf devotee. Yeah, he's gone. Right, so let's say it's...
We
Oh.
lost Jamie already.
No, he's got his screen up.
Oh, okay.
He's there. He's just having some private time.
Oh, he's just on fire again.
You make that sound so much worse.
That.
Yeah.
That's,
Jamie.
that's why I said on fire, because it sounds bad the way V said it.
Please, if you're going to have some private time, put the screen back up.
You'd want enough.
Welcome to my game.
I think we've got the bar at the right low level.
Yeah, it can only get better.
Always got to be mindful to not be down a few when we start a game.
Let's say it's about 3 in the afternoon. As you said, you returned Arabelle, the daughter of one of the leaders of the Vistani camp just outside Vallaki, home, and they rewarded you with many platinum. The number I don't remember, so I hope someone took it down.
I did somewhere.
Reluctant party treasurer.
Yep.
All of the platinum.
I think it was 25? 40. It was 40 platinum.
How much is that in gold?
400.
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
The most money we've made in fucking Barovia so far.
It's the most money we've made anywhere, except maybe Waterdeep. You just want to pop the credits up again. Sorry, I had to refresh the window, so it's probably worth. And I would also like to apologise in advance if my character's accent sounds in any way like a real accent from anywhere in the world. It's very unlikely that it will, but I don't want to offend anyone. It's not
Okay,
intentional.
we're making this really professional now then.
I'm just terrible. Yeah.
Same here. Also, trigger warnings. Many of them.
All the trigger warnings.
Suicide, child abuse.
That's
not
more
necessarily
like
in
child
this
murdering.
Not necessarily, but it comes up all over the place. There's a lot of.
It's a very dark campaign, isn't it?
That's one word for it.
Cannibalism.
It is pretty grim.
Cannibalism.
That's not this one. That's Out of the Abyss.
No, you ate some children.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't on purpose, though.
They were baked very well. In all fairness.
Morsels.
Who am I going to give you? Aragol. So you've collected your gold. Aragol says you can have the money, but he's keeping the chest.
There.
Okay. I want to suck your blood. There we are. We are in character. My brother would not say it, but he is grateful. I am grateful for you bringing Arabelle back to us, and you shall be a friend to the Vistani, should you ever need anything from us. I mean, I just gave you a lot of platinum. Why are you still hanging around here?
Right, well, we need to get back to the Burgomaster, is it?
I mean, I jest. If you want to stay, have a drink, please do.
It's too late now. It's too late for that.
Yes, I suppose we have other things we need to get on with.
what are these things?
Well, like
Cool.
like our man Milton said, we have to go and deal with this burgomaster shit.
Seems there are some imaginary debts that need to be paid.
I see. You're late for meeting with the burgomaster. That's not
Yes.
good.
Have you fallen afoul of the burgomaster?
Almost.
No,
Seems difficult not to.
he is a little bitch.
Yes, I've noticed.
He does not permit us inside town, hence why we are out here.
Is there any?
What you've done with the place? Jim?
So, is there any particular reason why he's not letting you inside?
Well, you know. Vistani are the servants of Strahd. And he gives you a little wink.
Right. Yes. That old shit. Well, hopefully that doesn't last and we can see a few knocking around in town soon. Especially in Vallaki. The place is terribly droll without some folks like yourself.
They're all. They are having a party every week.
Yeah, but it's so intensely fucking boring there.
It's very by the
It
numbers.
does
if
look
you,
like organised fun.
If you
Yes.
understand.
Well, if you want the real party,
Roughly what time of day is it?
about 3 o'clock.
Well, back to town, I think.
Yes, well, off we go.
You can make your way back to town. Only takes about 10-15
Make 'em away.
minutes.
Make them away.
We need our own one. We can't steal.
Didn't
Walking
even
fast.
recognise that one.
Right, we'll do. Do we need to meet anybody?
Just before you head through the gates, Graham, your imp, will say, not been in towns. Should I hide?
If that would make you feel more comfortable, if you want to just, you can perch on my shoulder if you want, turn invisible. I'll know you're there, you'll know I'm here.
Why are we keeping this thing?
You said you'd feed me.
And we
I
will.
did not say any such thing.
He said he'd feed me.
I will feed you. I will have,
We should-
leave him alone.
We should send this thing back to wherever it came from.
And why should we do that?
Why should we not do that?
Can you do that?
Don't you listen to him.
I
No, I
can,
hate it here. This is a shithole.
Yes,
It
it
is
is.
indeed. Come here, little thing. I will send you back to where you came from.
He's lying, Graham. Don't listen to him.
Well,
His
No.
I am in. I am interested to see if this thing will be trapped here the same as your souls are. There is only one way to find out.
If
Come here,
what
little
you-
thing.
No. If what you have said already is true, he is here. It will not go anywhere. It is not worth testing and creating more trauma for the little fellow.
Well, what
It is a
trauma,
demon.
trauma has he seen?
He's been living here. He's most likely also from the Hells.
I am.
And you think this is worse than the Hells?
I think this might as well be the Hells.
Well,
There's no great hardship if he goes back then.
no. It does not belong here.
He just said he hates it here.
Nothing belongs here.
He said it's a shithole.
Well, it is. But Alicent is right in that regard. I think nothing really belongs here. This is a place of outcasts. And poor fuckers.
What does it eat?
It seems to most like sweet things, and I don't know. What do you like to eat?
Anything really, but yeah, if you got anything sweet,
Okay. Do you have any allergies
eh?
or intolerances? Is there anything that if you eat it, it's not good for you?
I didn't know that was possible.
For most people, it isn't, but every now and then it happens, and I just wanted to make sure.
You
I'm not
sort
sure
of-
imps can get the shits, but just in case.
So
I'm very sorry. I thought I had joined a band of heroes. It seems I am mistaken.
Olaf, to you, do heroes go around killing everyone that they meet?
No, but they
They
send
show
evil
no
back to its
mercy?
place. God, I come from one organization that never lifts a finger and does nothing about this mess.
You
I
have
find
already
someone who
seen that.
finally does
Lift a
something, and you're
finger.
just as bad.
Olaf, it's just a fucking imp.
Yeah, precisely. Send it back.
Why?
It is an imp. It is
So?
a creature of evil.
And I'm a creature of not this clusterfuck that we're in, and yet I'm still here, and you haven't tried to send me back, have you? So how about if we are so uppity about people being where they should be, why don't you send the rest of us back? Oh
We are-
yeah, it's because you can't, and you won't
are
be able to
trying.
send the imp back either. So how about we all just settle the fuck down and get back to town? Graham, sit on my shoulder. I'll feed you when we get into town.
Graham, who has been sort of hiding behind you, will nervously settle on your shoulder.
And if he goes near you, bite him.
I
If you
can do
bite
that.
me- If you bite me, little creature, I will send you back to whatever hell you came from, if you're lucky.
And Olaf, I will put you in the ground. Leave him be.
Good luck with that. Others have tried. It didn't work.
Okay, how about we all just settle the fuck down and get into town? Okay, that's a good sign. Let's go.
I'll turn this car around. Yeah, you get to the gates, and one of the guards will sort of point at Graham. Does the burgomaster know? Was he with you before? I don't remember him when you left.
I will kind of quickly whisper to Graham to go invisible, and then I'll be like, sorry, what are you talking about?
I think he's on about me.
No, it was just...
Are you okay?
Dave, you saw that, right?
It is a little early for drinking so much. Do you think not?
Roll a
They're on
deception
top
with
of
advantage.
We've been on watch too long, friend. Maybe you should go and
Been a
take
long
a break.
shift, is it, my friend?
Am I rolling as Alessandro or as Graham?
Sander.
Okay. Oh, I'm probably not going to be that good at this.
I hope Graham's got some kind of exotic spelling. And lots
No.
of apostrophes.
No, he has to have like the most basic spelling of Graham known to man.
You like the Scottish one of like Graeme.
It did not
Yeah.
go well.
You had
I
advantage. Oh,
had advantage.
yeah. Everyone was backing you up.
I did not go well. I am too angry to manage this.
Why are you talking as a Barovian commoner? No, there was definitely something there.
Was there? And I'll start trying to play into it a little bit. What was it?
Look, whatever that thing is, don't let the Burgomaster see it. You're already in enough trouble as it is.
Okay. Whatever this non-existent thing is. And I'll just nod at him and continue walking past. Blushing somewhat.
As you walk away, he's talking to another guard on the opposite post, saying, I'm not crazy, am I? You saw it. There was a thing on her shoulder, like a skinny parrot. And you can make your way back into town. Where do you want to head?
Do we have an appointment with anybody?
So, you had an appointment with the Burgomaster's wife at 12. That was 3 hours ago. Yes. And then you were stopped coming into town because you missed the appointment. And the Burgomaster said to make up for being so rude, you had to play at the festival in 5 days?
Stars in Strahd.
4 days. 4 days. Yeah, but you can help Darzen if you want. And Irina got you some work. She said she brought along a man named Vasili, and he said he needed some taxes collecting from a travelling merchant. And you agreed to do that job for free to make up for it.
Well, maybe we can do that then.
Maybe we should take a short rest and get some food. When was the last time we took a short rest? We fought a big fish since then, didn't we?
I am personally fine. I have no issues.
Of course you are.
No, I don't particularly need a short rest, but if people need to take a break, I'm quite fine with it.
I think your elf friend needs a rest. Someone is definitely tired.
Are you implying that I'm cranky?
I am. I thought it was quite obvious.
Right, come on, let's go and have a sit down somewhere. Maybe we can get an ale, take the edge off. Maybe something to eat. And then we can think about how to find this travelling merchant, where he was last seen, or she was last seen.
Well, if we are to tax collect, then I guess we get it out of the way, so that we can do something useful.
To the nearest tavern.
The only tavern.
Which would also make it the nearest.
Oh, Crowford's Inn. You're generally in every scene, but now I have to keep adding your goddamn familiars.
If you forget to just add Griffith, we'll just assume he's like hanging off Dawson.
Yeah, but he's the stream.
Oh, is he the stream
Yeah.
still? Oh, he is. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, I've moved him a few times forgetting he's the stream kit.
Okay, you find yourself in the Blue Water Inn. It's familiar surroundings, familiar faces, smell of ale and a roaring hearth. Where's
Can the
that?
game can the game be unpaused so I can move Alexander further away from Olaf, please?
Alright.
Thank you.
Can the game be unpaused so I can be passive aggressive, please?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Now, I've been thinking, if we've got to go and speak to a merchant and ask for money off him, what's to distinguish us between any other highwayman or common robber? We need some kind of token of authority or kind of letter or something like that.
Well, I would assume that a letter is required with an official seal before we can collect any taxes.
Right, so we should make sure we pick that up before we go. Otherwise we may meet a bit more resistance than we probably should. And have we got the name of this merchant?
Don't remember if I said it, but yeah, Jeny.
Would we know if Jeny was male or female? Or gender non-conforming?
It was very fast, the interaction. I think you just got the name and the job, and then you whizzed through town with Arabelle.
Would we know if she's from the block?
Well, no, because she's traveling.
Sorry, that's a really shit joke. I had a compulsion to make.
I'm with you on this one, Jim. I've got you back on that one.
Of course you are.
Don't apologise for that.
It's a quality dad joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you apologise for that. Embrace it.
Should we sort out the funds that we've already managed to gather?
All right, okay.
Yeah, Dawson will flop the sack of coin he took from the Vistani on the table. There's about 40 platinum there. I'm not particularly good with maths. I don't know how you would divide that between 5 people.
As the coin bag heavily lands on the table, Owen walks over. Ah, friends, welcome. Well, you are doing well for yourselves. Is there anything I can get you?
I'll take a bottle of wine.
Looking at that, the good stuff or the regular stuff?
We'll say the good stuff for now.
He will rub his hands together. Yes, excellent. Anything else?
Some food, if you have any available? Do you have anything such as a pastry?
Veronica can't find her inventory. Just bear with her.
8 platinum apiece if it's divided by 5.
Thank you, Milton. Dawson will chuck the 8 platinum at everyone.
So today we have a venison stew. Sweet things. I could get you we have little pastries. We call them sweetbreads. Just little cinnamon and sugar on top.
Yeah. The sweetbreads sound good. A few of those to maybe to take with us as well, please.
Oh, one for each of you?
A couple extra as well, just to keep us going.
How many of you are there? 1, 2, 3.
5, I think.
So a couple extra. 7 silver. And the good wine. Got a bottle of it. 5 silver. That's 12 silver. Or 1 gold, 2 silver. Whoever's the party treasurer.
I will pay for
pay
this.
pastry.
No, I will pay for this, my friend. Seeing as you are so hungry, it seems only fair.
Okay.
Oh, good sir, before you go, do you know when Jeny's due back in town?
Jeny. Jeny. Oh, the
merchant.
herbalist.
Yes, that'll be her.
She doesn't really have a regular coming and going. She doesn't come to every festival. I'd say maybe one every couple of months.
Oh, when was she here last? Can you remember?
Yes, for the last festival, just a couple of days ago.
Oh, so it's very unlikely she'll be here for the next one then.
No. I mean, if you are in need of her services, she is just outside of town.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yes, just if you take the north gate. Oh, I have not needed Jeny for a while. Just keep heading north for maybe about 10 minutes. Eventually you'll see there are some cart tracks that come off the road to the west. Just follow those.
Lovely, thanks very much.
No problem. I hope none of you are injured or ill.
No, it's more precaution. If travel as much as we do, then pick up the odd cut and bruise and the odd ailment, and it's just stocking up on our supplies, that's all.
I understand. It's a smart move. There is not anyone in town really that can, well, do anything like Jeny can.
Hi.
And he will wander off to the kitchen.
Well, that's half of the job done. I think the tricky part will be, well, maybe getting the money from her. But we don't even know how much to ask for, do we? Don't know how much is owed. We need to find Irina, I think, before we head out. Get some more detail.
Would also be good to check in with her and see how she is doing without so many people witnessing the interaction.
Yes, you're probably right.
You would remember that. What's her name? Irina. Wow, that was a mind fart. Has taken up residence in the local church.
She probably won't recognise us without bleeding children.
It's a morbid image.
It has become quite quite a pastime of ours, hasn't it? 1 second.
These
Graham,
lands are cursed.
Graham, how old are you? Would you be classed as a child in your culture?
Not been counting. Don't think so.
That's good. That's good.
Do you have a bit of a love of these demonic sorts? This is the second devil you have dealt with.
I just find
friendly
it
way.
far more personable than I find you.
It's a slippery slope you walk upon. If you keep mixing with devils and demons, you will slip and you will fall. And you will be no better than the devil himself. Just a
Be
friendly
careful
warning.
to say such things in such a town. I hear the burgomaster might not take too nicely to it.
Quite a leap of logic as well there.
Well, this creature should be sent back. I do not know why you're even letting it poison your ear.
It's barely talking, unlike some others.
Erwin and his son will walk over with a bottle of wine and some glasses, and his son's got like a handful of sweetbreads. He'll place them on the table.
Allison's instantly popping the cork on that wine and just trying to chug as much of that as he can.
It is some of the best wine you've had. Or it may just be that you've been here for a few days and can't remember the taste of good wine. As they step away, one sweetbread will sort of seem to float up and come over to Alisander, and little bites will appear in it as it gets gradually smaller and smaller.
Would that be very noticeable to people around us?
I think it's quite small.
I'll try and sit with like my hand kind of covering the majority of it just to obscure the view a little bit.
I'll let you know if anyone seems to give you any weird looks.
If they do, I'll stare straight back at them.
I know you're perhaps a little bit defensive of Graham there and what Olaf is saying, but you know what? Maybe with not so much figure, but I do think he has a point, and not that I wish. And Milton's struggling with a little bit to try and be as gentle as he can. You don't wish harm on creatures of the world, I guess, but I think especially in this town, I think just his mere presence may hinder us somewhat. I just want you to be careful, that's all.
I do plan on being careful, Milton. You know I don't want to bring any more issues our way. If he goes off by himself, he'll get himself killed. He's only little. Seems quite defenseless.
A second roll lifts up, comes back over to Alisander.
And absolutely starving from the looks of it. Seen how skinny he is. Sorry, Graham, I don't mean to be talking in front of you like this. It's difficult to remember you're here when you're invisible. Okay.
Maybe now's not the time to discuss it, but what was he doing there in the camp?
Don't know, and I want to find out. And he said about a castle or a big house. I have a feeling that could be the castle.
All right.
I think it's worth, if we can gain favour with him, being able to ask him about this where he'll answer freely could be quite useful to us.
What castle?
Alexander's just going to turn to Darcy and just like,
Really?
Thought you lived here for a long time,
Yeah.
Darzin.
Like, this is as far east as I've been in a long time.
yeah, how visible is the castle? Because I know you said as we were walking north, we could kind of see it on like a ridge or something, or like part of it.
You will have seen it most definitely when you were back in the village of Barovia, because that
It's
was
overshadowed by it.
Yeah. And yeah, that just got more and more distance as you travelled further west. So you can't see it from town currently, but if you were to find some sort of high ground or sort of open space, you might be able to see the peaks of it, yeah.
I still feel that even if Darcy hadn't seen it, he'd know about it. That just feels a bit. Can I insight check Darcy?
Oh, what?
Finally, someone does.
If he's being suspicious,
The fact that
Please,
pretending
insight
like
check me.
the massive castle that you can see from miles around. It's like, what castle?
Everybody
It's the
knows.
only castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Olaf will take out a little book, and you'll just see him write 2 lines in it, close it, and put it back in his bag.
I can't roll for peanuts. Like I'm just. It's. I'm too taken with these tiny little bites that I just keep seeing disappear from this thread next to my head.
Oh, he's such a noisy eater. All you can hear in one ear is. Darzin, would you like to roll a deception, or were you just straight up being like, huh? What castle?
Yeah, sure. He will openly admit, like, I'm actually, genuinely, I'm just fucking with you all. Obviously, I've seen the fucking castle. But yeah,
There might be other castles in Barovia. It's an old land. I'm trying to think if there are any in the west of Barovia that you would have seen. Nothing as big as Castle Ravenloft, but there are lots of ruined old buildings, like towers. Yeah, that you can make them whatever you want to believe.
Yeah. So, for a moment, you may be like, huh, does he not know about Castle Raven? And then after a while, he's like, oh, of course I've seen the fucking castle.
Oh my life. Don't play tricks on me like that, Darzen.
I think that's quite a harmless trick compared to some of the other conversations that's been had today.
I know, I just...
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead, Milton.
I was just going to say, it does raise a very good point that if Graham, hello Graham, wherever you are, if you're from the castle, and maybe you would like to ask him some questions. One, there's a chance.
From the Nine Hells.
Have you spent any time in the castle?
Which castle?
Now you sound like Darzin.
What castle?
My friends, please. This little creature is born of evil. No offense, Graham. It could be a servant of Strahd, it could be a servant of anything, and you are just talking openly in front of it. I thought you were heroes, but you are fools.
I was a servant of Colin, and then he died.
All right. Hey, Hazel here. Did you just say Graham was a servant of Colin?
Yes. That's the name Matt gave him in a chat we had last week, I think.
What? Did I?
Yeah. I said I need to come up with a backstory for Graham, and you said he was summoned by Colin.
You shouldn't listen to anything I say.
What was your first mistake?
Is he like Colin the Sorcerer or something?
Colin the
His
Sorcerer.
full title.
Ask
He's
him.
gone. So what happens to you now? Now Colin's no longer with us. Are you free? Under no obligation? Clearly, you haven't had to return. So are you free to wander the land as you see fit?
Free, I suppose, but I can't get home.
Would you like to go home?
Yeah? Well,
Back to the Nine Hells?
is there somewhere nicer? I've been here and there.
Most places, other than here and there, are nicer than the Nine Hells. Trouble is, we're struggling to get back to any of them. Now, if you found your way to one of these nice places, what's your plans then? What do you see for your future?
I've never really had to think big thoughts like that. I quite like shinies, but then I found these, and a third one will float over. These are good.
Right, okay. Well, we probably, as we travel, if you're going to stay with us for a while, we probably need to go through some ground rules. There are certain laws and things in this plane, this realm, and if you don't follow those rules, then bad things can happen. So we'll probably spend some time as we travel and walk around and try and teach you those things.
As long as you keep these coming, I'll stick with you.
That's the best I can do, Olaf.
I have a question for you.
Hopefully some middle ground for the two of you.
How the fuck did you end up in a rug?
Fuck, did he end up in a rug? Let me just bring up my notes.
I gave you the benefit of the doubt with your horned friend, but this is a mistake.
Okay, so when Colin died, I wandered about for a bit. I tried to go home, couldn't go home, and then I found all of the shinies in that wagon, and I thought this is a good place to be, and I stayed there. They were always dropping food, lots of shinies. Seemed to talk about being able to come and go.
Yeah, but how did you get into the rug?
I got in. I wasn't stuck. It's just comfortable.
Fair enough.
Rewind a little. You said Colin could come and go.
No, these people with the wagons, they seem to come and go.
The Vistani.
Is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah.
Well,
As I said to you previously, Milton, you may not remember, you looked a bit distant. The Vistani can indeed travel between realms in the mist, and I know of amulets that will allow you to travel between lands here, but I don't know of any way to leave entirely. I have seen another place. I was trapped there for a time. That place is slowly being eaten by the mists. And as luck would have it, the mist parted and I found myself in Barovia again. So I believe the Vistani can travel in this way, but I do not believe they can leave entirely, but I could be wrong. And we need to be mindful that this little creature could just be saying what we want to hear to twist us to its will.
I mean, you've told me more of what I wanted to hear than what it has.
Can we not call me it?
Oh, sorry, little one.
Or that. Graham will do. A fourth one.
You could use Mage Hand to take it off him.
Just stop. And Graham, maybe don't eat so quickly. You'll end up with indigestion. You'll start to feel sick. It won't be nice. Just little and often is generally better.
That doesn't sound right at all.
Okay, well, not so little and more often, but if you eat it all in one go, it'll be gone.
Isn't that the point of food?
But what if you want some more in a little while? If you keep one for a little later, then you've always got that to look forward to.
You're not going to buy me more after I finish these?
Well, yes, but we won't always be here to be able to get them instantly. So you might just want to have a little supply.
He'll say this in your ear so the others can't hear. Can you take them so the others don't take them? I don't have a bag.
Yes.
And a half-eaten pastry will sort of be gently placed right in front of you.
And those that have not been eaten or taken by any of the others, I will quickly pocket.
Little sort of grains of sugar and cinnamon that are left on the table, you'll slowly see disappear as these wet little streaks
Ew.
appear on the table.
I'll brush off the sugar that's also on my shoulder now.
I'd like to imagine by this point that wine bottle is probably empty.
I love when
is it just...
eat or drink anything while you're all sat there with an ale in front of him, but he won't touch it.
There is no ale in Barovia, only wine.
Be a very small amount of wine in the bottom of a glass.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone else is partaking, I mean, a bottle would go round.
Since not sharing.
Yeah. Oh, well, if you're just having the whole bottle, yeah, you can finish it if you want.
Up a dozen.
Hey, I paid for it. Give some to them. They need it more than you.
Hey, I was quite happy to
Especially-
pay for this myself.
Okay. Hold my hand out.
Oh, Give him 5 silver.
I'll just hold the money up. Another.
Yeah.
The-
When
the
I'll bring you over
barkeep.
another
Um,
bottle.
2, 3 actually.
Mm.
15 silver.
Very,
Dawson's going to put the other 2 in his bag.
Big.
His
very
bag.
good.
Oh,
And
Get
he'll
some
go.
gold, have we?
So you are a fan of this particular wine. I should warn you, there is not very much left, so I would hold on to that.
Well, I'm going to keep 2 bottles for later on.
Yes, it's a problem. We haven't had a delivery lately when we were expecting to. Hopefully, it comes before the next festival. But yes, that stuff is becoming gold dust. I might have to up the price by next week.
Where's it usually supposed to come from?
It is from the Wizards of Wine winery. My father makes it.
Very concerned you were going to say it comes from a windmill.
Oh no.
Don't want anything from a windmill.
Forgotten their names, but the people who helped you, Dagmara and Theodore. Dagmara and Theodore, actually, we sent them after they brought you here. They have gone to see my father to see what is the problem. I hope everything is okay.
In good hands, then.
Yes. Hopefully we'll have an answer in the next day or so. The winery is only a day's travel from here, so it should be quickly resolved. Can you imagine if this town ran out of wine?
I'd say I'm that bothered about wine. Never a big foodie or drinker.
All the more for everyone else, then. Do.
Alright, so I suppose we're going to have to go and track down the Burgomaster to get this letter or whatever the fuck we'll need soon.
I think we're going to need something. Maybe he'll be in his house now. Maybe we can pop by now. Is everyone rested enough? Managed to catch your breath now, Alessander? I think
Yes,
Graham's had his
Mr.
fill
Walter.
for the time being.
It would seem so.
Right, let's go and see if we can find the man of the town. Get this job done and out the way, and then all our debts are paid then with a bit of luck, and we can carry on as we like.
With respect, friends, there are much greater goods to be delivered to this land, so the sooner you can do this, the sooner we can do something more useful.
So you're off to the Burgomaster's house.
Yeah, unless, was it Irina they told us about this job, or maybe
Irina with her friend Vasili,
So
who
maybe
you
they can.
met very quickly and briefly.
If we don't have to talk to the Burgomaster, I'd much prefer not to. Maybe Irina and this Vasili can sort us out.
I do not think the Burgomaster would thank you for bothering him. So that is wise.
Right, so the church then.
Make up your minds, guys. I'm dragging you onto different maps.
To the
Keeping you
church.
on your toes.
Fucking Graham. Add Graham to the map. There he is. Yeah, easily enough. You've been there before now. You can find your way to St. Andrew's Church. And when you arrive, there isn't a service going on, but there are, as when you came before, a few people having sort of moments of private contemplation in the pews. Father... Oh, I don't know my characters' names. Father Thingy. Father Lucian.
Oh, hello, Father Thingy.
He is having a quiet conversation with a gentleman in the corner, and you see Irina at the front of the church talking to a little boy in well, bright yellow robes that look quite like the father's.
That's just going to walk into the church and sit down on one of the pews. Leave everyone to it.
How is Graham behaving in the church? Any issues?
Graham is on your shoulder, Alessander, and he doesn't seem to have any problems. He's being good and quiet for now.
Graham?
I say for now.
Graham, let me know if you notice anything strange. Okay, the churches can be a little bit funny sometimes, and considering your predisposition, I've got a few concerns. Okay, but if you say the word, and we'll step out. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you would call strange, but sure.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
He means that creatures of evil are often burned when they enter holy places.
Will you be quiet? He's not evil.
But you don't even look singed.
Touche.
I'll just hold up my finger for a little mini high five.
A high one.
He doesn't know what that is, so you feel your finger is like lightly shook.
Yeah, okay. And later on, when we've got some quiet time, I will try to explain to him high fives.
Try and get Irina's attention.
Yeah, she will wander over. The boy will head behind whatever this thing in a church is called. I'm really sorry, I don't do church. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Irina. How do?
Oh, Johnny!
Is he right?
I don't know where
Listen,
he's
we're looking
from.
to collect some debts.
I can't.
Hoping you might be able to help us.
Oh, aye.
Does that know?
So, blood.
Shall I just flash up a quick accent apology here?
Have you got one ready to go?
I haven't, but I should have been flashing it up every time I've spoken tonight.
Oh, my friends, how are you?
Oh, very good, thank you. We managed to get the girl to back to our family and some safety. So we're done with that part now. So we're hoping to make good on our promise, to do some work for the Burgomaster, and we realised in our haste that we didn't have any kind of token of authority or letter, and we didn't want to.
Or even the amount that we.
Exactly. So anything like that you have, or maybe your friend Vasili has, and we don't want to startle this Jeny, as we want to make it as painless as we can, and we don't want to think that we're bandits or anything like that.
Oh, yes. You did seem to leave in a bit of a hurry. My accent's gone.
Worry, mine comes and goes as well, and travels the world gradually.
Just wait here a moment, and I can take you to Vasili's. He should be able to help her, and she'll walk over to Father, have a quick conversation. She's not wearing the garish yellow robes that the father and the little boy seem to be. It would clash horribly with her hair. And she will lead you out. Has Irina met Darzin or Olav yet?
She's met Darzin, but she hasn't had a conversation.
I think she's seen Olav, but I don't think we've spoken.
Yeah.
Then on your way, she will lead you back through town, through the town square, and then up into the North District. And on your way, she will make a little bit of small talk.
Or eat Chuck.
You ought to eat.
Or not. She'll go up to whoever's nearest her. Milton. Who is your new friend?
Oh, you mean Olav?
Oh, yes. Hello, Olaf.
Good evening.
We haven't been introduced, have we? My name is Irina Kolyanovich.
Pleasure. I am Olav Markov.
A pleasure to meet you, and you sound like you are from here, unlike our poor friends. How did you come to meet?
I heard tell of their heroics at the windmill, and wrongly assumed that they were heroes.
She will look taken aback by that. I would personally call them heroes. They saved me from the dangers of the roads. They saved a poor little girl called Myrtle from these horrible, horrible hags. Why are you traveling with them if you say such things about them?
Well, until recently I had a very good opinion of them, but they are making some bad choices this afternoon.
She'll
and
sort of
I
look
am
to
only
you,
interested.
Sorry.
They have done many acts, including saving children, and I would not wish to take their achievements away, but you know as well as I that this land, it can change a person, and not always for the better, and it can chip away at our better judgment. Like their horned friend.
Since
Yes, I think that is his name.
Absence, I mean, I didn't know him very long, but he seemed to me just as brave as all of them.
Bravery is not what I am talking about here. Judgment is what I am talking about. They are all brave. Even the elf, who I sense the fear in him whenever he's in battle, but That is true courage, someone who feels that fear and fights anyway. They are all courageous, but they need to choose their friends more wisely, and if that means me leaving, then I will leave. But I am not a threat to them or the people of these lands, but the creature they have with them now is, no matter how small it is, and I will look at Alessander.
I think perhaps you may judge too hastily. But
Irina will notice as well that Alexander's just been staring holes in the back of Olaf's head this whole time.
I speak my mind, Irina, and people do not always appreciate it. When I am saying things they agree with, they are very happy. When I point out their folly, they dislike me.
And what is your folly? For everyone has them.
That is not for me to say. That is for others to point out. I am part of an organization that observes and does nothing, and that frustrates me. I joined these people because they do not do nothing. They do something. They try to do the right thing. But I fear this land is corrupting them already. Even this holy person is lowering his standards in the interest of keeping his friends happy, accepting things that I do not think he would accept if he was at home and in his church. Do you think, Milton? Would you allow your friends to wander around with an imp?
No, I think you're very right, Olaf. But we're not at home. We're in strange lands. We have very few friends. And of everyone here I've known, Alessander and Mick here the longest. I think while we're here, I take as I find. And I trust Alessander. Though he may be mistaken, I'm here for him, and if he makes a mistake, I will help him. And that's what a holy man would do.
I think that is very well said, Milton.
Milton, you might yet be able to pull that stick out of Olaf's ass.
Irina will hide a smile.
That thing will... It will betray you before the end. I've said my piece. I will let you learn your lessons the hard way. As I say, Alessander is one of the bravest people I have seen, because I see the fear in him. And yet he fights anyway. That is real courage. Courage is not for something or someone who feels no fear. Someone who has nothing to lose. Courage is for those who feel fear the strongest. I do not wish to see you fall because you are brave. I do not wish to see you slip down the slope of falling into the mists and changing who you are. You're a good person right now. Maybe your friend with the horns is a good person still. This is not what I hear of his behavior on the road. This place corrupts, and it will corrupt you if you let it. And it will be small things at first, like this little creature befriending you and seeming so hopeless and in need of your protection. But do not doubt, it is a demon. And I shall say no more on it. What I say is for your own good, not because I wish to be an ass. That just comes naturally.
This does come from the man who used. It seemed like ghosts to fight that fish creature in the lake.
Those are my fallen friends, my fallen brothers and sisters.
Yes, but most of the
And
people, there can be a fine distinction between whether they're, your friends and family or some raised dead abominations cause problems.
Hilton, do you have holy words that can protect from good and evil?
Yeah, I do.
Then there is a simple test. Yes, the spirits of my fallen brothers and sisters are bound to me. It is the nature of this place. You die, you are trapped here, whether you are dead or alive. If you are, well, there is no luck. If you are either reborn or you remain in death. And they remain in death. And I will seek a way to free them with time, but 50 years have gone by and I still have no way. Cast your spell. And we will see which creature is evil, me or that thing. I will put up no fight. I will take any test you wish.
Well, it doesn't work quite like that. It only offers some protection against those certain creatures.
Then turn me with your words.
Alexander will just put his hand on Milton's shoulder and turn to Olav and just be like, Olav, I understand that we do not see eye to eye. And maybe it is because you are a product of this land and you have spent too long here. You may see the dark in people, in everyone around you. But in Cedric's name, I choose to see the light in them, regardless of their origin or their appearance, until they prove me wrong. And so far, the imp has not proved me wrong. However, you continue to point and blame everyone around you without giving them chance to prove themselves worthy. I only ask that you give people that chance.
I have given you all that chance and you are worthy, but this is not a person.
It does not matter whether they're a person as I am or whether they are not a person as you are. Those who live in glass houses. Seriously, just try and see the light for a while. I know it is difficult to hold on to here, but it's the only thing that is keeping me going.
I don't understand this comment about glass houses.
Very hard to sleep because they're in the daytime.
Yeah, oh yes.
There's no light here in the daytime!
There's no light here anytime, to be fair.
Look, I don't understand what the point of this glass house shit is.
I think glass houses are used for growing tomatoes or something.
Uh-huh.
There's me. Trying to get all Cedric up in here. You're all shitting on it.
I will
I would ask you to think on your colleagues in your order. I'm sure you would consider them, or maybe they would consider themselves all good and right, lawful beings, and yet you turn your back on them because of their actions, which is no action.
I have not turned my back on them. They are just... They have lost all hope and they just watch and they do nothing.
So you disagree with them. Some might say that doing nothing is as bad as, well, is almost like being evil in itself. And I
Precisely.
think that's why you're here with us. And what I'm saying is, what Alexander here I think is saying is, judge on deeds, not preconceived conceptions. And while the imp may have a natural tendency, we've not seen anything to indicate that as of yet. When that happens, I'll be with you. I'll be by your side to protect this group. But until then, please, humour us. You are with our group, ultimately.
I will not harm the imp. But if it turns, I will deal with it. With no mercy.
Understood? And I agree.
Okay, let us say no more about it.
As you continue walking, Irina will approach you, well, fall in step with you, Alessander, and say, "What you said about Cedric was nice. What is all this talk of an imp?" And she'll sort of go to put her hand on your shoulder as she's saying this and go, "Ah!" What was that?
Be careful and maybe don't draw too much attention to it. We may have.
What? What the...
It's okay.
Irina, I think you just fingered Graham.
What?
Oh.
I'm just saying. Maybe just check. Graham, are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, she poked me, but yeah.
She didn't mean to.
I know. I'm invisible. It happens a lot.
So, the disembodied voice. It's his name's Graham. If we go outside, maybe get out of eyesight, he might be able to show himself to you. He's a little bit concerning at first, but maybe cute in a way.
There is always something new whenever I see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't really explain it either.
And she'll continue to lead you north, asking no more. So you'll realize you're passing now bigger homes, the North District. You're from your coming and going, seeing is where you'd say the richer people live in town, and eventually you come to one of the larger gated houses. It looks quite unremarkable, like the others that surround it. Grey stone aged facade, and she will walk up to the door and knock with the brass knocker. There's a moment before the door opens, and an elderly man in a sort of black butler's uniform opens the door and greets Irina warmly, like he knows her. And very quickly, Vasili, the gentleman that you spoke to very briefly before, also appears behind him. Says, "Thank you, Willem. I can greet our guests. Hello. I see you survived your encounter with the Baron. Indeed, I I should introduce myself properly. My name is Lord Vasili Von Holtz, at your service. I was actually just on my way out, but what can I help you with? Let me find a picture because I don't have scene with this house, so use that imagination that you don't have.
Hello, I'm back, buddy.
He's a handsome young man, probably in his late 20s. Classically quite, tall, dark, handsome cheekbones, a fine blue tunic and riding boots, and red trousers.
One of them. Is he better looking than Alexander?
I mean, it depends if you're into blondes or Barovians. I mean, it's all a matter of perspective. They're on par.
Okay, that'll do.
Yeah, Irina will sort of warmly greet Vasili. I don't know, an air kiss. And say, yes, so my friends are going to go after this Jeny person that you spoke of, but they need some sort of paperwork to prove they are not bandits or anything. You understand? Of course. If you wait here a moment, and he will disappear back inside the house whilst you twiddle your thumbs.
Like normal taxes that any trader would have to pay, I suppose, and she just chose not to pay. It's just something like that, is it? This won't be a surprise, will it?
Is this to... He's gone inside. Are you following him, or...?
Just to the group in general and Irina. Just kind of speculating. Not expecting a real answer.
From what I understand, this is what he does. He seems very busy, so this is helping him as much as the burgomaster, really. So I don't think it is anything untoward. We used to collect taxes in my town as well. The difference is there were very, very few people in my town.
It's okay. It's new for me. It's not something I've done before.
I don't think he enjoys it. A moment passes, and he will come back with a letter that essentially says, I, Vasili Von Holtz of Vallaki. It's like a VAT receipt.
Yeah, does it look legit?
Yeah, it will have a stamp on it with his what do you call it? That thing with your finger and you on
Seal.
the ring. That's it.
She said all about the fingers tonight.
Really want to see those fingers.
I really want to see those fingers.
Yes, so... Oh wait, no, this is the handsome man. Oh yes, so... her name is Jeny Greenteeth, named for... Well, you can guess. She is a herbalist of sorts. She lives just northwest of town, but... Well, sometimes she comes into town and sells her wares, and this she did on previous festival, and it seems she left before I could ask for her her to pay her merchant tax. I'm not sure how much she owes. Depends on how much she sold, so she will require to provide receipts. But I doubt it is very much. 10, maybe 20 gold. If I'm honest, I wouldn't have brought it up, but when Irina asked if there was any work you could do that might make peace with the Baron, well, this was the best I could think of.
Oh, right. Well, no, thank you for the opportunity for us to do this task and straighten things out with the Baron. Will help us smooth things over, yes. So this Jeny, not normal for her not to pay taxes, I suppose. Not a normal thing for her.
Oh yes, it is. Usually I find her on the day, but it seems she is getting old. You understand.
Oh,
I
right.
think it simply
Right,
slipped
okay.
her mind.
Okay. Well, we try to be respectful then, I think. And try to make it as... do you mind me asking, what if she chooses not to pay? I'm sure that won't happen, but if she declines, what then?
Well, then, by all rights, I should instruct the guards not to admit her if she returns to town. But what I will do is instruct them to inform me of her presence, and I will have a word with her, settle the matter before she can hopefully return and do whatever business she needs to do.
Okay. Right, well, I think that's enough. I think we have everything. And, hopefully be back with some positive news shortly.
Yes, and I thank you very much for doing this uneasy task. I appreciate it is not the nicest job in the world. Speaking as the person who often does it.
Right, you are.
I would very much like to meet all of Irina's friends. She has told me a lot about you in a nicer setting than this at some point.
Well, yes, maybe on our return.
Yes, well, good luck. I'm afraid I have a meeting with a friend. Oh, have you met Lady Vocta yet? How long have you been in town?
That doesn't ring a bell.
Only
Lady Vocta.
only a few days.
Oh, that's understandable then. You know, I think you might like her. I'll put in a good word. It is nice to
Thank
meet you, friends.
Likewise.
And he has this very confident manner about him. As he leaves you, he sort of does that low-key grab of your arm and shaking your hand and flashes this perfect smile at you as he walks down the path, whatever.
Okay. Well, I suppose we should try and get this over with. We have enough time left in the day, I suppose. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
He does. Sorry, he does a little turn as he remembers something and sort of goes, "Oh, Irina, will you be at the mass this evening?" Yes, Vasili. Will I see you there? Afterwards. I look forward to it.
Don't fucking like Alexander's gonna put his arm around Irina in a friendly manner probably more contact than they've actually ever had, but
She'll sort of accept it and say out the corner of her mouth, Alessandro, what are you doing?
just
I think our new friend's trying to get closer with you there.
yes. Is that I would not want to stand in the way of, but I just it felt a little bit inappropriate after mass and
Oh, I didn't even consider that. It's just, that seems to be my job now. And that is when I am free. Do you not like him?
I just don't know. I just want to make sure that you are comfortable with whatever it is. And Alessandro gets a little bit like he just acted out of reaction of whatever the hell he's just witnessed, and now doesn't really know how to deal with it.
She'll like put a hand on your arm and say, I believe he is a perfect gentleman, and in the time we spent at the Burgomaster's house, I was very grateful for his company. The Burgomaster's wife is not half so warm.
With how often we found you in the church, I would have expected you to go for a nice priest boy.
She will do what I just did, open her mouth and shut it again.
Alessandro will also blush.
Did that hit a little close to home or something?
Should probably be getting back.
Graham. And Alessandro will start messing in his pockets and he'll pull out like half of one of the little sweetbreads and he'll kind of hand it to Irina. Just hold it there. Graham, are you hungry?
Okay. You want me to eat out of this lady's hand?
Just take it from her. Remember, she hasn't seen you yet, so I just wanted to give her a bit of a warning, that's all.
Okay.
You don't have to. Do you want me to?
No, it's fine. It's just a bit weird. And you'll feel a weight lift from your shoulder, and Irina flinch a little as this piece of bread is plucked from her hands. Hello, Graham? Do you want me to be not invisible?
Well, it's up to you, but I just thought you might want a snack.
Yeah, I do. It's a bit public. If you're sure.
Is there anyone around?
There's a very light footfall, like you are in town, not a busy part of town.
So I was just imagining invisible eating of bread or whatever the hell it is, so there'd just be the tiny bites again.
Oh, that I can do. And 1, 2, 3, gone.
See?
It is like a magic trick, but a bit more confounding.
If we weren't in public, he could uninvisible himself, but as is, he could. Seems very useful.
Well, even though I cannot see you, it is very nice to meet you, Graham. I am Irina, and any friend of my friends is my friend. Nice to meet you, miss.
Okay, shall we? We'll get going again. Sorry.
I was just bracing for the entire encounter. It's like,
This was very strange. In a good way. Always in a good way. I will see you later. Good luck. Goodbye, Graham.
oh, fuck yourself.
So you're heading out the north gate?
North Gate, 10 minutes or so, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. You did a listen. The guards who stopped you previously on your way in just sort of exchange looks as you pass. And if you're keeping your eyes out, just as Vasili said, it's not long before you see some wagon tracks pulling off the road to the west. You can follow the wheel marks. It doesn't seem to be a frequently travelled path. You know, the other paths that you've followed on the road here from Barovia, they're well worn. But here the foliage is overgrown and the path underfoot is uneven, and you're occasionally whipped in the face by like a stray branch. And after following those tracks for about 15 minutes, you will come upon not that scene. A wagon with a broken wheel on the path. The path isn't even that. That's too much path for what I'm describing. And what else do you see? Several broken bottles, the contents spilled and soaked into the dirt, and the corpses of 6 wolves.
Oh, bloody hell. What's going on here? So corpses of wolves, cat
Isn't it?
smashed. No humans? Humanoids?
No, not from here. The cart, you can sort of see the wheels are facing you, so you can't see on the other side of the cart. Also, hello, Nick.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Nick.
Hello.
So, what's happened? You're following up that lead, that job you were given by Vasili to make it up to the Burgomaster to collect a merchant tax from a woman called Jeny Greenteeth.
Yeah,
Other
sounds
than
good.
that, arguing.
And everyone's pretty pissed at Olaf.
Yeah, I called them out on their pet demon. Apparently not good advice.
Right.
I'm angry at Olaf for his racism.
Okay.
Racism towards demons.
Yep.
Fair enough.
The wolf corpses, are they just dead wolves, or are they kind of...
I mean, from here, they're dead and not moving. Would you like to investigate?
Milton's going to rush up to the cart. There might be somebody that needs some medical attention.
Yep.
I shall escort him wherever he is.
And I'm gonna send a cauliflower to have a look before I go.
So Cauliflower doesn't see anything different to what you see. 6 dead wolves and an upturned cart. Let's say, Milton, yeah, as you approach, you see there's no one in the cart. Any wares it had seemed to be either broken or there weren't very many wares.
Okay. Well, I think this is the cart, but where's Jeny? I'm worried. Have a look around. Is there any tracks or anything leading away, or?
Perception from Milton, and did you want to investigate the wolves, Alexander?
Yes, please.
Alison will have a look at wolves.
I'm never this whole game. I'm not going to roll anything higher than a 10.
Well, Dawson is helping, so have a go.
Okay, I'm going to start with Milton because that's an obvious win. Milton, you will see in amongst a lot of upturned dirt where there's clearly been a bit of a scuffle, some cloven hoof marks leading away to the south.
Okay. Quadruped. I like something like a horse.
Yes, so it could be any sort of farm animal that might have hooves like that. So a cow, a sheep, a pig. They're quite deep into the ground, so it's clearly a large, heavy animal. But that is in line with what you have seen all the way here.
Okay.
So there's been a
Was
mix.
What, leading south, did you say? Okay. Thank you.
What did we have investigation-wise? A 6. What was your... Oh, 2 7s. No, 1 7.
Jim said that Darzan was helping, so does that give me advantage?
Yes.
Okay, let's try again, and please, God, just let it not be a 2 or
Lower than a 7.
Yes. Natural 20.
Hey!
Have you seen, like in Hannibal, where Will can imagine himself in the scene and it goes backwards? And he knows exactly how the murder happens? That.
I imagine it's just like Dawson with like his hands on Alexander's shoulders going, "You can do this, guy. Just like focus a little more."
Just visualize.
So Olav, you would look at the wolves and your conclusion would be there's a lack of what you would associate with being like melee weapon damage. There are some piercing marks on the bodies, but Alessander, you would know those piercing wounds are tapered. A layman might think that could have been a spear, but you look even closer and notice that the skin around the wounds is black, like the skin cells died when they came into contact with whatever hit or pierced the wolves. And there are smaller cuts around that as if hit by shrapnel. Roll an arcane check. At some point in your short adventuring life, you have seen someone cast the ice knife spell.
I read about it or something.
You are now a detective.
Maybe Dawson told a story about it that you listened to a little bit too intently to.
That little bit of inspiration, I'm just like, okay, I will let everyone know. It looks like whatever inflicted this wound, it seems to have killed the flesh around it. Like, on impact and does, and I'm sure you've mentioned spells like this in some of your stories.
You little blossoming wizard boy. I'm sorry, my wit couldn't come up with a funnier sentiment than that.
What?
Normally I go for twinkle fingers, but it seems it's a bit well worn at the moment.
And enough fingers so far.
So many fingers.
The one with the fingers.
Yeah, let's rename this episode.
This session's called the one with the fingers.
Yes, it doesn't look like a spell I'm familiar with personally, but would certainly line up with magical damage.
It's almost as if they've been stabbed with something that is imbued with ice. Seems to have frozen the flesh almost.
Like that ice knife spell in one of my stories.
Well, it looks like there may have been a survivor, probably whoever cast this spell, and it looks like they've fled south now. I'm not very good at tracking and that sort of thing. I can only make out a horse, but if there's any more wolves or anything, maybe they're being chased, or maybe they're hurt and they've just tried to get to the nearest town. I think we should try and follow in case they need some help.
I would agree. They may be wounded or dealing with more of these.
Let's
Can we
go.
just make... Can we make a note to clip this section for the Oscar-worthy RP there? the ice knife spell.
Could it be?
A spell that's like a knife made out of ice? What a thing! We don't matter in these realms.
If you follow the track south, the woodland becomes even thicker, and it's quite easy to follow. Like I said, they're quite deep in the ground. It hasn't rained for... It was, what, the festival was 48 hours ago, and it hasn't rained since then. And you can follow them for another 20 minutes or so until you pretty much walk into a small wooden hut.
I'm getting hag vibes and I don't trust it.
So beside the hut, you can see this fenced off area where there's all sorts of root vegetables growing. And then out in front is a large, hairy boar, noisily drinking from a trough.
Does it look like the boar might have made those tracks? Heavy tracks.
This time I'm gonna say nature check.
As you wish.
It has hoofs.
Okay.
Is it hooves or hoofs?
I would say hooves, but I am a weirdo, so.
Yeah, I'm also a weirdo.
I mean, it sounds like I'm the weirdo.
Hooves.
Hooves.
Well, I'm a country boy, so we say trotters over here. Or more seriously, hooves.
I'd have said trotters, but I wanted you to think it was a horse for all of 5 minutes.
Milton would know boars are dangerous, wouldn't he? Or would he?
I'll give you benefit of the doubt. He's a big boy.
Okay. What's the boar doing?
Just having a drink. There's a little trough in the
Down
corner.
stuff. Okay.
They look domesticated.
Perception.
My strong point.
Looking at it, you wouldn't know how to tell if a boar is domesticated or not, but there is a saddle draped over the fence nearby it.
It could be a riding pig. Not that I've ever heard of such thing.
Okay, a riding pig. Right, well, just be careful. I'm going to shout out, okay?
You can
Jeny!
stand behind me if you're fearful.
Jeny, are you in there?
You attract the boar's attention. It will instantly turn around and... Should have done some Foley for this. Do like a...
Beautiful.
Yeah. A few seconds will pass, and then you'll hear from inside the hut. Right, old lady voice. Pinky? Who's there? And this woman will appear at the door, except I can't do the thing. Let's share some artwork. Jeny, where are you?
This is her block, Darcy. She looks quite friendly, doesn't she?
Whose block? What? Oh, yeah. Fuck's sake.
My Word document has gone a bit mental.
That's not like Word at all.
No.
You didn't try to insert some art, did you?
I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I'm just going to close it and open it again. I mean, you see what you see. It's a very old woman. Her skin is sagging, so her eyes look very much sunken into her face. She's wearing raggy clothes, adorned with all sorts of animal parts, antlers and horns and skulls and feathers and furs, and is leaning on a stick that is as tall as her.
And what colour are her teeth?
Green.
Her teeth are green.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they're like... You know when teeth are sort of dead and they go a bit black?
Mm-hmm.
But she clearly doesn't clean them, so there is this almost green film across them.
That looks like your person.
I don't. Jeny, is it?
Who's there? I can't see. My eyes are cloudy.
Oh.
Here to rob me or buy?
Definitely
What?
not rob you. Maybe buy from you. But first and foremost, we followed some tracks here from an overturned cart, and we worried that somebody might be hurt. We just want, firstly, just to make sure you're okay.
Oh, Jenny's fine. You saw my cart, did you?
Well, I assumed it was yours. I didn't know for sure, but it was your cart, eh?
You could have brought it back.
Well, it didn't seem in much of a state to bring back anyway.
Well, no, not for a woman like me. But I could have mended it.
maybe we can see about that. But now that we know you're okay, we're actually here on other business. You see, we've been sent by the Baron. Apparently, there's some outstanding merchant taxes from when you were last in town.
Are you going to make me stand all day, or are you going to come in? And she'll start to shuffle back inside.
Oh, thanks very much. It's very kind of you.
Possibly go wrong.
Alexander's going to stay very close to Milton.
Yeah.
You will hear in your ear, Alessander. What the fuck is that?
I don't fucking know. If shit goes down, you get out of there. Stay invisible. Do you want to wait out here?
No, there's a fucking pig.
You can fly. The pig can't.
I'll be on the roof.
Okay.
Okay.
If anything approaches or anything weird goes on outside here, could you let us know? You don't have to come in. Just shout or something to warn us.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't die.
Try not to. Stay safe.
Encouraging words.
Yeah, if you follow her in, what's her house look like? It's a little hovel with dirt floors and vines climbing the walls. Like, you know that feeling when you think you get when you see a spider, of that crawling sensation? That is constant, because in your periphery there is always something moving, like the shudder of a web or a beetle scuttles across the floor. It's like a millennial flat in London. Everything is in the room. The cooking stove, the bed, the wardrobe, the table, and yet there seems to be more space for plants than anything else. Wherever she can, there seems to be a plant potted in like a mop bucket or a bowl. They are everywhere. As well as an assortment of jars. There's no shelves. That would just be useful. It's not much of a shop, but she clearly has wares. She will sort of flop down in this
my ADHD
low
senses
chair.
are tingling.
Your next hobby?
No.
She'll flop down in a chair and say, "Right. What does the Baron want?"
Oh, right. And I'll just fumble with a bit of paper and just kind of offer it over to her for her inspection.
She'll
It's just
bat it away. "I can't read that. Just tell me."
right. Well, it's just some taxes. So whatever you sold last time you were in town, it's whatever taxes you'd normally pay on that, and that's it. And then if we can get that business out the way, perhaps we can have a look at what you're selling. Maybe we can buy something from you.
So the Baron wants his gold.
Don't they all? They're all the same, really, aren't they? But nevertheless, I suppose that's what keeps everybody happy, and you can go back to town the next time and sell more of your wares. Keep that money coming in for you.
But I don't have much use for coin. If I need something and I need coin to get it, I go into town, and I'm starting to sound like Graham, and I sell my shit and I spend it there. I don't leave it rattling about. If he forgot to claim his coin while I was in town, he's too late. It's all gone. Tell him to come by himself and stake his claim.
All right, okay, I will do. But just to let you know, I think if we don't go back with his gold, then you might not be welcome next time in town. Just letting you know. But anyway, that's our job here done. Then, if you haven't got the gold to pay,
How much gold would you owe?
How am I meant to know? I don't keep receipts. He gets a share of whatever I make on the day. You could tell him I made nothing.
Well, I'll give him a few coins out of my pocket if it means we'll perhaps get a few coins off whatever we buy here.
Her eyes don't really look at you, they sort of look through you. She clearly has terrible cataracts, but she will smile in your general direction
Mildly unsettling.
with her horrible green teeth. I'm listening.
Well, I didn't really have anything else to add to that suggestion.
Well,
can-
you want to buy? What are you
what-
looking for?
Well, what have you got?
Jenny's got all sorts. Potions and salves and ointments and tinctures for healing or helping.
Practice to sell. Well, I mean, how much do you charge for healing things?
None of you look like you need healing right now, but as I said,
If you can't see us, how would you know?
I can't see anyone gushing blood. She'll narrow her eyes and sort of look over all of you.
Very confused.
well, yes, the healing potions and that sort of thing is always welcome with our group. We have a bit of a theme running. We're not the luckiest of people.
You're planning to get in scraps.
Well, planning's a strong word. It's not one I'd use wildly amongst this company, but there you go.
I have healing potions. I usually sell them for 40 gold. What do you have?
Well, I have 40 gold, but I also have some coin I can give the Burgomaster on your behalf. And I'd rather not spend more than is necessary.
Jenny know that you will speak on her behalf.
Yes, I'll make a point of it.
I just take your word for it then.
What else do you want?
Well, I don't even know you, boy. What's your name?
My name is Darzin.
Are you a truthful boy, Darzin?
Well,
No.
not always.
Anyone
no.
else want to give their word?
I'll give my word.
Sin's going to look kind of like silently a little hurt by that turn.
She'll gesture in your direction. Come here then.
You'll instantly regret speaking, but shuffle forward anyway.
If you let her, she will reach out with her hands towards your face.
He will flinch, but try and catch himself at the last minute and allow it, but grimace while he's doing it.
Yeah, these rough, wrinkly hands sort of cup your face, trace where your nose is, maybe poke you in the eye accidentally.
Oh, I'm gonna get pink eye now.
Oh yeah, they're
Always
uncut
fingers.
nails, dirty.
Oh God.
Oh, what would the fingers do today?
First thing I'm going to be buying is something that'll cure pink eye.
When she's done, she'll sort of sit back and go, I'd just like to know the face of the person who may or may not be about to betray me.
How much did my face tell you?
So, is that 40 gold and your word? Or 40 gold and you're going to haggle an old woman down in price?
Well, my good friend here has already offered to put some gold toward your outstanding debt. So I think the haggling's already done, isn't it?
I'll haggle with you. I don't trust you.
I was honest about my dishonesty.
You make a good point. You do. You do. Look, not many people can afford my wares, so 30 gold. And if I return to town and they don't let me in, I'll know what face I'm looking for. She'll, like, really properly, again, stare through you, Milton, with that horrible smile.
Well, like I say, Miss Jenny, we said we would speak on your behalf. There's no guarantee of what effect those words will have, but we will try. That's what we promise.
That's it, though. No more discounts on anything else.
That's very generous of you, Miss Jenny.
Pop up then. And she'll...
I'll hand her 4 platinum pieces.
She'll look confused for a brief moment and then realise. I should not have given you a discount. Flush, shall
Well,
we?
you didn't, because it should have been 3 platinum pieces, shouldn't it?
Oh shit, yeah.
No, it's to make it easier for you to carry. I know you don't see very well, and now you have only 3 coins to worry about instead of 30 rattling around your person. It's better for you that.
Consider it. Well, while you're here, is there anything else you want? And she'll stuff the coins in what you assume is a bra. It just goes in her dress somewhere.
Like one of those slot change machines at the end of the supermarket where the coin just...
Yeah, 2 minutes later, you hear a coin hit the floor.
Well, what else do you have here? Healing potions, always useful. I mean, if you have any more, maybe we'll buy another one. But anything else other than healing potions?
I have more. I always have more. I know these woods. You can make anything from them. What are you looking for?
What are we looking for?
I wouldn't mind a healing potion of my own.
Well, make up your mind, because I'm not getting up to get them until you decide.
I would also take a healing potion.
Yes, I would take one as well.
She'll look at the little green one.
I'm afraid I don't really have any money right now.
You have 8 platinum pieces on you.
Do I?
Yeah, we got some earlier.
Mm-hmm.
May I have some healing potions, please? I have 3 healing potions. How much did you say one healing potion costing? Is it 30?
40. 30 for that one.
30 for that one, 40 for us.
What about
Well, that...
What's wrong with that one?
I know I'm old, but goodness. We just made a deal. Were you here for this?
You mean to me it's because I'm the one she'll hunt and kill if anything goes wrong.
Exactly what he said.
But I'm the one footing the cost for this thing.
Well, decide between yourselves which one of you I'll kill. But for now, whoever needs that, it's 30 gold. Everything else is 40.
Then Dawson will hand over all platinum.
So
We'll take
Alexander and Mick is going to take one as well.
Mm-hmm. Remove your 4 platinum except Milton?
I'll put 3 up.
I don't know how you've ended up doing that, but... Well done.
Yeah. 30 gold for a healing potion. Decent.
People don't have money in Barovia. They can't charge full price.
And are we collecting the tax on this right away?
Well, this isn't happening inside of town, so I think it's tax exempt.
I see. So we're taking no tax with us.
I've agreed to front the bill for the discount that Milton's benefiting from.
I'll.
Very good.
Don't worry, Dad's in. I'll contribute. I'll give the difference 10 gold. I'll give 10 gold to the town on our return.
I believe you. What was your name?
Mine? Milton.
Milton.
Milton Westbrook. It's a pleasure to meet you, make your acquaintance.
There is power in a name. Thank you. Well, may we meet again, Milton Westbrook. Unless there's anything else you want. I can do more than healing, you know. It's all anyone ever wants. No one is ever interested in any of the many things that I can make.
Well,
what can you
we
make?
inquire as to what great many things you do make.
Something a bit more exotic, maybe?
You're a handsome young man, I think.
Oh, your eyes aren't so bad. No, you're right.
Oh, Milton, you don't have to be able to see me to know how pretty I am.
Oh, I thought she was talking about me. Never mind.
Oh, God, no. No, him.
Oh, right.
I suspected it might have been about me as well.
She is pointing at Alexander.
I suspect you cannot make a potion to heal your eyes then.
Burn.
There is only so much I can do to battle the effects of age.
And
I
I
have no
doubt
idea.
I doubt there's much goes on around here that you don't see anyway.
You're a smart one, dear. But yes, are you potentially looking for love? I could make you a love potion.
I do not think that is on my cards. Do you have anything to find something that is lost?
Have you lost?
A great many things.
I think I would need something more specific, dear. I don't have anything, but I can make anything. Given the time. What is it you've lost?
No, it's a silly thing, and I feel that it's best that I find them on my own. Do you happen maybe to have something that might bear us in better stead in this place? No, maybe make us stronger or safer?
I will look and see what I can find for finding things. So do come back. In terms of making you stronger, faster, she will. It takes like a good 2 minutes for her to rock back and forth and heave herself out of this chair. And then there's another good 30 seconds of her shuffling over to the shelves. Shelves? She doesn't have shelves. To where an assortment of things are. And her tracing her finger along the labels of bottles.
Doom piles.
Potion of climbing. Oh, this one will let you breathe underwater.
Glad we didn't have that earlier today.
Oh, have you been swimming?
I wouldn't quite call it swimming. Well, there was definitely swimming involved, but
Putting it rather mildly.
say the least.
Well, if you plan to go swimming again, this is the thing. Oh, and this one. And she will take a bottle off the shelf that has this purple liquid in it. This will make you stronger. It will improve your constitution. It is a potion of heroism.
It would appear that you were worryingly aware of my weaknesses. How much would that be?
I think you're suitably heroic enough as it is, Alexander.
For which one?
For the potion of heroism.
That is an amount that I didn't write down. Bear with me. Okay, 200, so she'd mark it down. 180. If you have any other flaws or weaknesses, do tell me and I'll see what I can make.
I must say, I think all of my other flaws and weaknesses are what make me who I am. Unfortunately, the potion is a little bit too rich for my blood at the moment, but if I was to come back and visit again and inquire about something for finding and maybe for this potion as well, would that be to your liking?
Yes. I don't get many visitors.
Would you be willing to part with that potion for 100?
Don't insult me, boy.
Worth a try.
For 1 second, so it was the potion of heroism.
Potion of heroism was 180, yeah.
Does anyone else want to ask about stuff while I question whether I'm about to panic buy?
Have you got the 180 to spend on it?
Yeah.
Well,
I got money from somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, though. Did we find money?
Maybe.
Barney
Oh.
Camp.
Well, we got.
Barney Camp for returning the kid.
Oh, we have extra money, I think. A little bit.
We had money from something else.
Oh.
Did we find money on people? Like on...
Cedric disappeared with his money. We haven't done any other work.
Well, that's it. You'd be interested in sharing what it is you think you've lost. Be willing to trade that for a few extra coin for you to get your potion.
Have you lost, Alexander? If you're looking for a potion to find your way home, then I'm sorry. I don't believe any potions such as that exists.
Well, just be out with it, boy. We clearly want to know what you've lost.
That's what we've all lost. Apart from him. And I do not think that a potion will bring absence back. It'd be nice to think that it would, but it's better if he comes back to us himself.
I mean, the woman might be able to figure out a way to find out where your friend has gone.
If that is all you wish to know, then I can put word out to my people to see if he has been sighted.
You said you've already done that you would already have done that.
Well, he was on the road to Barovia. That's all I know. I do not know if he has reached there.
If I can figure out where I've got this money from, I will buy the potion of heroism. I'm just wondering why I have money.
I have some money as well.
Into the game. You picked up a few bits and bobs from Death House, but you didn't. I don't think you've sold anything.
No.
Well,
Maybe you gave us the money twice.
I opened up.
No, but it doesn't add up with what we've just said.
I opened up Dawson's sheet today to find out he had 10 platinum, which I didn't know.
Yeah, I had 10 platinum on mine as well.
I've got 20.
Right, okay. I'm gonna go find out how many platinum I gave you. Maybe it was more than... What did we say originally? Right, Vistani.
I don't want to go spending money I don't have. I think I found some on someone at some point. I just can't remember who or what or why.
Oh, was it for the orphanage? Saving the kid from the orphanage? Maybe.
You may be forgetting as you spend all your money here. You were given 3 health potions as payment for saving for bringing that child to the orphanage because they didn't have money, but they had potions.
Who's got those?
And I've just remembered.
I do not remember this. I do not have any.
I don't
Add
have
to the
any in
party
my
resources.
I don't have them.
Maybe Darson has them. No, he doesn't.
Okay, well, I'm going to add one of those to
Maybe
mine.
Absence has got 'em.
I'm gonna say Darson has 4, just to say because he's like the impromptu party inventory fellow. He's got the 3 from the thing, but we can hand those out to others.
No, 400 platinum, that was right.
400 platinum.
440 platinum, sorry.
Where's this come from? Because I've just got like a bit more than I was expecting.
No, that's a lie. I've got it round the wrong way. It was 6. So that's... Oh, for fuck's sake. 60 platinum, because there was a chest of gold and a chest of platinum. 60 platinum, 400 gold, and you took the most.
No, so it was 60 platinum and not 40.
Mm.
Okay. Milton, do your maths to find out 20 divided by 5, because I'm too lazy.
Oh,
A lot of math going on.
where did this money come from?
The Stani.
8 platinum we got, didn't we? Each.
No, so it should have been 60 platinum rather than 40 platinum.
Oh,
So we just need to recalculate.
12 each.
Still don't know where that 10 platinum came from, but
So
I now have enough to afford that potion if I want to be a dick.
an additional 4 platinum for everyone.
I don't keep very good notes. Not for my own games.
So there's 8 and then there's 4. I've still got more platinum.
Can't do math.
Well, we must have it for a reason.
Yeah, that I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just worried that I'm going to spend money I don't have, but
Well, it's fine. We've got it for.
and it's weird that it's in platinum and not in gold.
Did you all just add the platinum separately?
Well, I didn't, because I put it straight into the party inventory
Party fund.
worksheet that we
Okay.
had. And I had 10 platinum.
The weird thing is it's platinum. Like, you could have had gold coming into the game, but it would have been gold.
Yeah.
That's I'm concerned just because of it being platinum. But so if everyone else has got the 10 platinum, and that but I
Burgomaster gave it to us for delivering Irina.
You didn't get a reward because your reward was going to be 50 gold, which Cedric took the payment of, and then Cedric.
Well, I had 10 platinum before the 8 platinum as well, so I don't know where that's come from.
We glitched.
yeah, like I've somehow got 24 platinum after spending.
Well, Alexander is a rich boy.
I've got 18 after spending 4.
I've got 18. Yeah, I've got 18 now.
At some point we've had money from somewhere. I'm sure I took some off a body at some point. Or found something. I've got a little bit extra because the hag's house. Because I went through some stuff there, but not that much.
No, not that much. Yes, you did. You have a little bit extra, yeah.
But anyway, I must have it for a reason. So I will buy the potion of heroism.
It'd be nice,
Oh.
Darson.
All have platinum. on top of the platinum you earned from the Vistani.
You're the GM. If we haven't got it, just tell us and we'll take it off.
Yeah.
We're debating this quite a lot. And we don't know. I don't remember.
It's
I
just
would-
if it was supposed to be 12, what I had wasn't divisible by 12, so it doesn't make sense that I'd had that amount.
Yeah, and we all had 10 specifically.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah.
I think I remember. I think this comes from end of last session. I do think we already divided up the platinum, and I think Mick might have, in our role play, in place of Nick, I ended up with Mick's money.
Yeah, that might have happened. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so knock 10 platinum off.
Yeah.
So should you all have 12? If we're being fair.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, so
Sorted.
I'm good.
All have 12,
Because I didn't make the end of last session anyway. So
plus whatever gold you had
whatever I've added.
coming into the game.
Did you not have an extra 10 platinum, Steve?
No.
See, this could have been resolved much faster if you'd have informed us that you didn't have an extra 10 like everyone else. You did.
Yeah, they're not here. I'll just take the platinum. Yep.
Okay, so now I've just got 12 platinum, but I've just paid 4 for the healing potion. Yeah, I don't have enough for the heroism.
Dawson will give you a little bit. Be friendly.
Yeah, I won't go halves on a potion. That seems.
Oh, he wasn't going to go halves on it. He can't afford halves.
Then between us, we still can't.
How much is it? 180.
Yeah. Let's just. We don't need it. It's fine. We won't go for it. It's fine. Let's move on.
How much do you need?
I've got that.
It does not matter. We will leave it.
Let's move on then.
When we've made a bit more coin, we'll most likely return. We have some very interesting wares here.
I know I do. Well, I hope to see you again.
I hope these do what you say they do.
Don't question my craft.
Oh, just a bit of advice for your business. Kind of your place of business has a bit of a creepy feel about it, which kind of doesn't put the customer at ease. You know, there's that weird ambient noise going on. It just kind of, if you want an inviting space, maybe some flowers, you know, nice and roomy and airy, pleasant fragrances. If you have to have some kind of musical tones, then have them pleasant, you know, in the major key, not the minor key.
Well, if we're in Barovia, I think this is one of the nicest places I've ever seen.
Barovia is my Nicky.
If you don't want my wares, old man.
I'm just trying to help you sell more.
I do the business I need. Now get
Very
out.
well.
I have a proposition before we leave.
Is it to throw your friend to my pig?
No, not just yet.
Don't think your pig would like me.
No, he's not picky. Pinky will eat anything.
How about we retrieve your cart for you? You're not travelling and doing any business without that. What sort of a discount does that give us?
I wish business was just business. This is why I don't go into town very often. Another 10 gold. and then away with you until you come back with my cart, and then away with you again.
Okay. Shall we go then?
Yes.
Cool.
Who wants to take 10 gold back?
What for?
Getting a cart, or are you not
We
getting
haven't-
a cart?
We haven't got it yet.
I
don't think it's worth 10.
wasn't
I've
gonna
got
make
some
you. I wasn't gonna make you RP going to get the cart and bring it back. You can do that.
Okay, somebody can have 10 gold then.
Alexander's used to having more money. He will accept more money. He will take 5. He will give the other 5 to Darzin because Darzin's going to pay the tax.
Watson will add 5 to his inventory. Thank you.
Is that all your business with Jenny?
I think so.
Is there anything weird? Well, we know there's something weird about Jenny. Like, but
Is there anything normal about Jenny?
Anything extra?
do we know what kind of weird it is? Do we know what flavour of creepy? Does she remind us of the other old women that we've met? Who can do magic things?
Arcana check?
Now, Dawson doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, but can he make an Arcana check too?
Natural 20.
Hot damn.
I know my Arcana.
What do I tell you? Before I decide what to tell you, can you make me a religion check on top of that?
I'm not very, like, the only religion I know is from hanging around with Milton and Cedric, so it's a 9.
This woman, you are very confident is a druid. They clearly have arcane power, but not like you've seen in Milton, which is fueled by religion, and yet they just feel very powerful. How do I explain this to someone who... She has that druidic vibe, but the source of that isn't just like it doesn't come from a focus or seem to be a natural ability about herself. It feels bigger, like as you look around at this hut that she lives in, it feels, like I said, almost living, and that feels like an extension of her.
Okay. How creepy is her hand?
The right one or the left one?
Her left.
What are her fingers like?
gnarled and old.
You'd
But
know,
just like,
Milton. You got one in your eye.
but just
Stop
like
me being able to see it.
old lady hands, like extra creepy old lady hands, but not like diseased.
No, there's nothing. It's difficult without context because you're not a naturally read in the arcane.
Yeah, like he's read fairy tales and books on wizards and stuff, but he doesn't. To him, they were all just fairy tales until quite recently.
That a being that looks this old, still walking about, baffles you. There's something maybe not obvious, but unnatural about the fact that they're still walking and talking at that
Okay.
age.
Okay, are we leaving?
Would be a good time.
In saying goodbye to her, Alexander will take her left hand and very carefully just give it a very polite little kiss on the back of the hand. He's trying to gain favour.
Arsene would like to use detect thoughts.
On
Just to read her surface thoughts.
Jeny or Alessandra?
On Jeny.
On
Oh,
Jeny.
she gone no. She gone no.
No, he's not probing, so he's
Oh,
not.
he's
He's
just-
not digging. He's just being like, what's she roughly thinking right now? No, it doesn't. It's body.
I can tell you that already. It's I wish these would fuck off.
Probably, yeah.
Well, this is a fucking weird bunch of people. Outsiders, clearly. I wonder what will become of them.
And then after he kisses her hand, he will thank her for her time, apologise for the intrusion, and then leave.
As you pull your hand away, she'll grab it
Oh, God.
and pull you closer in and say, "Absence by nature doesn't want to return." And then she'll let go.
Thank you for your time.
I'd like to shift my detect thoughts because it lasts for a minute to read Alessandra's surface thoughts.
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Let's get out of here. We need to get out of here. Why in the world are we here? Oh my God, I can't believe I've just kissed her hand.
Pretty much what I expected to be fair.
And there's just like, you know that sound in your throat when you... But there's just the mental version of that.
Mental version of that.
I just imagine Alessandro.
Mind
Wait until he's
wretch.
out of eyesight and he'll just be like...
Alison will look at Alessandro and very audibly go, I don't really know what I was expecting there. Just carry on.
Just hang up.
You're expecting some kind of kink.
Well, I was expecting something kind of like enlightening a little bit. You know, how his brain works. I was like, I think I could have guessed that bit.
He's had to kiss the hands of old ladies a lot in his life, being brought up in his family. Getting on the good side. Hoping to be married off. He's playing into it.
Uppity bye!
Bye-bye now. Come on, I think we've spent too long here already. Let's go.
Off we pop.
And I think we would like to go and Dazin, I think you better do the talking with the Baron. And how much gold do you need from me to say we settle? And then you just say that you didn't sell so much while she was here last. She didn't really have the receipts, and she's old and she didn't remember too well, and she thinks this is what she owes. I think you're better at that sort of thing.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Say, give me a platinum and I'll put in another.
Okay.
Where are you heading?
To Valaki.
Aaron?
I have preemptively removed platinum, so I have to remember now.
Where in town?
To the Baron, eh?
Baron. Let's take you to the Baron.
Oh.
As you're leaving, you'll feel a weight upon your shoulder, Elisande, and a little voice in your ear say, "You smell like dust."
Believe me, it could be worse. I'm glad you're okay. I'll hand him a little bit of the sweet bread.
Why are you glad I'm okay?
I just am. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Huh. And he'll be quiet and just sit on your shoulder, nibbling away.
At her shoulder. His shoulder.
Let's
I
put
don't-
you all
Oh,
in.
okay.
No, absence isn't
Oh.
in this game anymore.
Oh no, it's Cedric.
Oh no, what am I doing?
Oh, my poor baby.
Alexander's having a walking nightmare.
It was literally Alexander with absence and Cedric flanking them. It was like, oh. Not dirt. You dick.
Who's missing now? There's always someone missing. Olaf.
Milton.
No,
No,
you're
I'm
there.
there.
Milton.
Milton.
Am I there?
Yeah, you make your way to the Baron's house. It's, by this time, 3, maybe 6.
We need to give him the money now, don't we?
Did you just let yourself in, Dawson?
Yep.
A butler is walking down the hall.
Okay.
What is your business?
We're here to deliver tax money for the Baron.
Very well, wait here. You'll look quite confused and wander off.
There's no one else coming in.
It's just you.
Well,
Yes.
Hoarding money from old Jeny Greenteeth in the hut.
What?
You sent us to get tax money from Jeny Greenteeth for when she was last here making sales.
Oh, yes, Vasili's thing. Yes, sir. Give it here then.
You'll toss over 2 platinum.
He doesn't question it. Well,
I'm not gonna push it.
you did what you said you would. This time. I am pleased.
No, I'd rather be elsewhere. So if that's everything, I'll be off.
I'd rather you were elsewhere as well. Good evening.
Okay, goodbye.
Then why did you make me go in if that's all we were doing?
Well, I didn't make you go in. I
I
was
feel
just
like a right bloody lemon.
It's a phrase I haven't heard in a while. Well, you don't know. I thought he'd, ask more questions than that. I didn't ask you to come in. I just expressed a bit of surprise that I was the only one who went in.
Right, we're ticking these jobs off now, aren't we? What's next?
And just like that, are you wandering back? Where are you going?
You know at this point.
It's going to be getting late, I think, now, isn't it? We're probably going to want to be getting our heads down for the evening.
Oh,
Back to the Blue Water Inn?
Aye.
Lovely. I can't be bothered to drag you over to the Blue Water just for a little bit of RP, so I'm going to say as you're walking through town, bam, a dude.
the dude appeared. I moved myself to the Blue Water Inn, and now I can't see the dude. There we go. I'm back. Hello.
A dude.
What up, my dude?
Sup, bruh?
Yeah, at some point as you're walking through the town, a gentleman almost seeming to appear out of the shadows will approach. He is maybe in his 30s, a lean man. His suit is nicely tailored but quite drab in colour. He's got this very good goatee going on. I'm imagining Darren Brown sort of thing.
I'm imagining Steve.
He will say, "Good evening."
Hi.
Good evening, sir.
Excuse my interruption. I have been sent by my mistress to invite you to dinner.
Fuck, knocked again. Who's your mistress, if I might ask?
The Lady Voctor.
Oh. This won't be a cheap one. This won't be a cheap one, guys. We should go.
I didn't think I would find you tonight. I appreciate it is a little late notice. I didn't know where you had gone.
We've had a few errands to run, but it's been a very busy day. But a nice, relaxing evening is just what I think we all need right now. So I think we'd be happy to accept. Look around just to check that's okay with everyone.
Very well. Would you like me to escort you to my lady's estate, or would you like to repair to your abode to wash up first? He'll give you a sort of. He'll look you up and down.
Alexander will look highly offended, and then will look at himself and hang his head in shame.
Well, we have been wrangling pigs in the woods, so we should probably do a bit of a splash.
Very well. I will repair back to my lady and inform her that you will be attending, and then I will come find you and escort you in an hour or so. Does that suit you?
Yes, thank you. And what was your name, sorry?
My apologies. Ernst Lanak.
Ernst. Well, pleasure, and thank you for the invitation, and we'll see you shortly.
He will do a sort of curt nod and stride away. And I think we'll leave it there.
Nice.
Nice, thank you.
Nice.
Any last
Who
words
is that?
before we stop the stream?
Yeah, who is that creepy fucker?
Jenny or
And I-
Ernst?
Which
Ernst,
one?
and I'm saying that in full knowledge that Jim said he looked like me.
Like if you had the build of Doug Jones, there'd be a similarity.
There's something of the night about him. Nice. No, good game.
Lovely RP, folks. Thank you.
Sorry, I missed most of the guys.
That's
No
okay.
worries, bud.
All right, mate.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I just there was a lot to do over the day.
Busy times, mate, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get some quiet time in December. It's just the weekends for. I am up for the game tomorrow, which I believe it's Saracen.
Yes. Yeah.
You can't
I'll
make
be
it.
away.
Steve, is that-
So, well, I'm going to try and do similar to what you've done tonight, really. As soon as I'm free and get back to hotel room, it won't be for 7 though. But as soon as I'm free, I'm going to
Yeah.
jump in when possible.
Cool.
Yeah, but so if you can plan around that, then good luck.
Yeah, already have.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think we're fine. Where we left it off last week.
Cool.